might be, like strengths and weaknesses of someone as a person. And that's really hard because you want to believe, all the time that everybody can be the best at everything and they can grow in unlimited ways, but it's hard to make those decisions. And sometimes like players have to be let go. You have to make those changes. It's really heartbreaking to have to do that. So especially if you don't win, you don't climb the mountaintop. There's always these situations that teams and players are in where you're kind of waiting for this great fiend at the end of each TI. You're going to wait for certain dominoes to fall, and you're kind of just sitting there waiting to see what happens. And if you're a manager who's on the player side of things, which I am, rather than the organization side, I mean the ground beneath your feet is very unstable. Like you could just not have a team next year.
I want to ask you just quickly, I don't mean to interrupt you. I want to come back to the fiending thing in a bit because I think that's really of interest to a lot of Dota fans. How do you cope? What is your process for dealing with a loss? And I mean like getting knocked out of TI is a prime example. What do you do? Like what is the process? What is the first thing you do? Where does it go from there? Talk us through it.
I think personally I try to remain calm. I don't think it's like, even if I feel very emotional stuff, I usually try to keep it to myself. So I don't really think it's my place to really go out of my way to be super emotional about things. You don't really want to say or take anything that comes to mind because it's such an explosive situation potentially. So you just want people to be calm, and if they need to be comforted or they want to talk or whatever, that's fine.
You've got to be that rock, right? Like it's no good if they come back and the manager is crying and all that. You need to be that rock for them. That must be tough.
Yeah, I think so. And for this group especially, I mean, I could not be more proud of them. Again, I feel like in some sense I've like seen them grow up over the years, and everyone's paid such a high price. I tell people like personally, like I've missed many of my close friends' weddings for this, and for them they had other offers they could have streamed. We're talking about top tier teams that have come to offer them over this time. They had other choices, and they chose to stick it through for this tournament, for this event. So yeah, it's tough.
Maybe I should get back into that because I really hate going to weddings. So, I mean, it's like the worst.
That's one way out, I guess.
That's one way out of weddings.
It's a really good excuse to use.
That's a good point, too. You can grow with the team, right? Like he talked about. I feel like we can work together as much as we want. You're not growing at all. Like nothing's on.
Do you guys want to know what Cinder and...
He just cut you right off. He's been the same.
I mean, he's proving my point immediately.
TI3.
I don't need to...
He's been the same the whole time. It's like 8 years. In fact, you become grumpier.
I mean, that's what happens when you get older. You can attest to this to some degree, at least.
Jack, am I grumpy?
Don't you miss
that? There's hesitation.
Avoiding this landline. Don't you miss that though? Don't you guys miss that aspect?
I do.
Of it?
Obviously, I mean, I'd get back into it if I got the chance, but because I learned a lot, like I'm sure you have as well. But sometimes it just doesn't work out with. Well, I guess I can't go into the details, which I have before. But the ownership was. The other ownership, not me, Pyrian, in case you're wondering.
Dude, I'm not like you. I don't look for the cynical things.
Yes, I understand. I appreciate that. But yeah, I agree. That it opens like so many doors. You learn so many new things. You learn how to interact with people on a more personal level. I don't think I would make a very good life coach personally, but a good experience overall, for sure.
Any news from, because this is what you were probably most familiar to a lot of people on the scene. You were talking about how you used to be on panels and stuff like that. The biggest thing I used to love as a fan of European and NA Dota was that you would give us all the gossip about the Chinese Dota scene, and you had all the memes and all the rest of it. Do you still keep up with that side of Dota?
Not nearly as much. I had the fortune during that time of actually living in Shanghai for like a year, and so I was hanging out with the casters. We go to the karaoke. Like China and Shanghai especially had a very centralized sort of esports scene, so people would be, in the same circles, like in the same areas, and so you hear a lot of things. You learn and hear a lot of memes. It was fun. It was tremendously fun, and so that was perfect for that time. But since then, I think just been entirely focused on our team. I haven't really just looked as much at that stuff. And also, there's a certain, some of the better ones are like really, really savage. And I think when you've been on the player side a bit more and you're kind of thinking about the sacrifice. Yeah, you think about the sacrifice that people go through. Yeah. And then also in China in particular, how much pressure some of these players are under. Like if they do poorly, people are threatening your family and stuff. It's hard for me to kind of embrace that meme side as much.
Yeah, that's not funny.
Yeah.
That takes the fun right out of it.
Yeah, for sure.
God damn. let's come back to the Fiend. Now, this is something we're all aware of, right? You've been a part of these, I'm sure.
No, absolutely not.
Oh, yeah. This
Really?
is after TI finishes, at the after party or wherever the after party is, all the players gather around. Jack, tell us all about it.
Yeah, I call it the Great Fiend. I can't really think of any more fitting name for it, but there's an after party usually somewhere, and you go in and you see all these conversations in dark corners and all these like furtive glances. It's like some twisted Dota dating game.
It looks really shady.
Yeah,
because they're all sort of whispering and pointing at people, and you think, oh,
yeah.
And every time you go to a new group, Bulba just seems to be there. It doesn't matter what he's just always there.
But my favorite part is Sam is there, but he'll also tell anyone what's going on. So I'll turn up. He's like, Period, get this. And I'm like, why is he telling me?
He tells everybody else.
But the crazy thing is, when the after party is over, Bulba has a team of like 25 players. It's amazing.
Oh, that's right.
Incredible coach. My goodness. What a god.
He would
That's
be
the strat.
He would be the poster child for the Great Fiend. Absolutely. You go in and you hear like you go in at the start of the night and you hear certain rumors in certain groups, and halfway through or by the end of the night it's like entirely different. It's great. It's fun. I just happen to love this sort of fiendy gossipy side of things, especially when it comes to like Dota and teams, because there's so much like thinking and what could be and all that. So I've always really enjoyed that.
The viewers would love that. That's why we're going to televise the Fiend this year. It's going to be broadcast live.
Reality
you
show
should.
style.
You should.
I like
It really,
that.
really is.
No, I
We've
think
had
it'd
a small window into it, right? When there was it one of the after parties where they were streaming the concert? Was it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Katie Kate.
Yeah, so you could see who the players were like dancing with. That was maybe a little bit of a lead. Bulba was not on the dance floor though; he was in the corners.
Yeah,
some
people
of
were
the-
saying, why is so-and-so talking to so-and-so? Like, detective.
Yeah.
God damn. So, Jack, other than Quincy Crew, obviously going out of this international, what do you see going forward now that you're going back? How do you regroup? How do you get the guys back on their feet? And what's the plan?
Well, I mean, to be entirely honest, the first step is surviving the Great Fiend. Because, depending on what situation you're in, I think if you're a team that does really well, obviously, we've been in that position where we had most of a stable roster left and we had to fill one spot, and you maybe have sponsors or whatever lined up. And you've also been in a position where there's like a lot of sort of uncertainty and you have to wait to see what happens. So yeah, the first step really is just weathering that and then seeing what you have left to go with and, trying to take it from there. So it's hard for me. I can't really promise anything. And there's also this factor of, I think, in Dota, it's so easy to like lose faith in other people or your teammates or whatever. And so it's a big deal. And it's not easy for people to have faith and belief in each other for years. Like there really has to be something in each other's character and all that you really see and value. But also there aren't that many teams that stay together for that long. And, that if you don't do well, you don't feel that your ceiling is necessarily increasing or whatever, it's hard to get people to continue to want to come back for that. So that's certainly a challenge that we face. And, we'll see. Maybe you'll catch it on stream or something.
So I'm just trying to think back on the last many years. What is a roster that stayed together through thick and thin for like 3 years, and then all of a sudden it clicked and they started getting really good again? Has that? I'm trying to come up with an example.
What's the
to,
Greek
like,
team?
counter
What was the
what you're
Greek
saying.
team called again?
Adfin.
Adfin.
That's as close as you can get, right?
Yeah.
That was like
Yeah,
2.5 years, and they had an explosion at Boston Major. I
They
think.
got a second place at a major, and then they stayed together for a while, and ultimately they ended up at least
They did become something
somewhat
else
separating.
after Adfin.
Yeah, they got a mouse sports.
They had a mouse sport, yeah.
Was it
They
mouse-
became mouse sports for, I want to say, half a year.
Yeah.
Didn't really go too well, and then that kind of split off. But it's interesting because I think, a lot of the time when the fans come with their comments, they're like, oh, I'm sorry you guys didn't do so well at TI. Please stay together. I love your team. And, there's the only thing the fans really see fully is what happens on the screen. And all of that other stuff behind the scenes, if they knew a lot of the stuff that was going on, they would be like, okay, guys, you need to split up immediately. Don't stay together. Whatever you do, find something else, right?
Yeah.
So obviously, it's a little bit of a weird parasocial thing, especially with streamers, where people feel like they know players better than they actually do and know them better in relation to their teammates. For example, if you watch a stream of someone on Twitch, well, when they have their teammate on the stream and they're playing together in pubs, they're fooling around, having fun, having a good time, right? But when it's crunch time in competitive Dota and it goes badly for a month, that relationship might look totally different than what people remember.
Yeah.
So their perception of what's going on in the game is just miles away from the truth, and that's worth remembering sometimes, I think.
It's interesting as well. I can't think of any other sport where, other than esports, really,
Make your band. Five seconds.
It's in the bag! Prepare for battle!
All you trolls, pay attention when I tell you. This one is in the bag. Deadly! Fools! Attack!
30 seconds. Okay, Jinx, battle's starting. Keep an eye out for an easy mud.
The bell tolls for the Lord of Trolls! To the massacre! Hate warms me. Please do feed the trolls. Faster! Faster! I'm under attack! My steel shall drink. Don't cross my path. No agony enough. Now look, we can all fight each other once the killing's done. These blades are too dry. Attack! Ah!
You have no right.
Aghast. Yes!
Hey, take a look at your bottom tower. You're right, Jex. They really should do something about that.
Yes! Ah! I was bad. Yes, Emily. Die faster!
Defend your middle tower.
I
Generally, the other way around.
my allies next. I peel back your uglies. My axe is thirst. Trolling for victim. You deserve it.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
My steel gorgeous.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Faster.
Even I like a good bauble.
Blood spurts. Maddening. There are
First blood spells.
ain't fair.
First blood. It was ours all along.
More like it. Yes.
Your middle tower is under attack.
These blades are too dry. No agony enough. My axe is thirst. To the massacre. I hear swiftly. My steel gorgeous. Aghast. Deadly! Murderous! Attack! Yes! Trolling for victims.
You realize your middle tower is under attack?
Illusion.
Go for my
You know that all-important middle tower of yours. Yeah, it's in trouble.
Hate warms me. I peel back your uglies. Down you go. Steeped in hatred. Die faster. Fools! Here's axe in your eye. Please do feed the trolls. Attack! My steel
You fought well and true.
Your middle tower is under attack. I hope you're getting something out of this.
You can't have a war without a warlord! You
A
deserve it!
fitting bounty.
Give him a word! Blood spats! Word! Game is game. I'm not ready. These blades are too dry.
Defend your bottom tower.
So this is reality. I really ought to do something about
Defend your middle
thunderous
tower.
applause.
You know, Jex could take care of that. Bottom tower is worthless now. Your middle tower has fallen. Towers crumble, empires fall, and the suckers born every minute. Your bottom tower is under attack. Looks like the end of a beautiful friendship.
Invisibility.
Attack! Give him the word!
Defend your top tower.
For steel. Murderous. Attack!
Dire's courier has been killed.
Well, that would be a tribute.
Fools! My axe is best. Don't cross my path.
Killing spree! Killing spree!
To the massacre. Please do feed the drones. It warms me. Double
Your
damage!
top tower is under attack.
They'll do what I did or regret it. Feed me. I peel back your uglies. Blood spats. My steel gorgeous. Worthy. A nasty business.
Dominated!
All's fair in war.
Hey, take a look at your bottom tower. Mega kill! Double kill!
Invisibility! Die faster!
Your bottom tower is under attack.
That's for me. It was everyone else's fault.
Denied. Unstoppable!
Past is death. The present is death. The future, yeah. More death. Deadly. You deserve it. There are no enemies.
Your top tower is under attack.
That's it. Blood spats. Give him a word.
Quick and thick.
Guttural spray.
You realize your middle tower is under attack?
Die faster.
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
The ultimate in trolling.
Bounty.
Fools. My steel gorgeous.
Defend your bottom tower. Radiant structures are fortified.
You deserve it. Death is too good.
On it! Double kill!
Aghast.
Double kill!
Attack! Trolling for victims. I hear sniveling. Please do read the truth. I peel back your uglies. Attack! Deadly! I'm under attack!
Killing spree!
Guttural spray! Feed me. I peel back your uglies.
All mine.
Killing spree! Feelings around having a top tower.
Being dead only makes me angrier. Crushing void. My warship. No agony enough. Axis of evil. Face up to your mortality. A celestial body. Death brings an end to you. Deserve it. Please do leave us. No last wishes, no second thoughts. Die faster. Illusion! Yes! My steel shall drink. Yes! Faster! Faster! Attack! My steel!
The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Just like my father's observatory.
Victims.
Your top tower is under attack. Yes, Jax, I know top tower was your favorite, but they don't seem to care.
Hate walls.
Killing spree!
Fools! Deadly!
Let's hope that doesn't happen again.
Attack!
Your middle tower is under attack.
Gold for my armor.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Maddening. Blood spurts. My steel gorgeous. Gold for my armor.
I rate this whole affair a big thumbs down. You're all lucky I don't have any pit fighting slaves. Or an empire. Killing spree!
Fighting a troll only makes him grow stronger.
So, what are you going to do now? Defend your top tower.
I'm under attack. The ultimate.
Next incarnation.
Please do feed the trolls. You deserve it. Guttural spray. Die faster.
You realize our middle tower is under attack?
These blades are too dry.
Oh, your middle tower is an important one. Your middle tower is under attack.
Yes. You got lucky that time.
Your middle tower never loved you. Middle barracks under attack. Dominating! Your middle barracks are under attack. Your middle barracks has fallen. Middle barracks are just a memory now. Can't fight the war for them, Jix. The way this works. Your bottom tower is under attack. Where are the reinforcements? Your bottom tower has fallen. Defend your middle tower.
Just in case I was.
Ooh,
I feel
it
bad,
stings,
Your
doesn't it? Your top tower is under attack.
Give him the way!
gained your top tower. Your bottom tower has fallen. Your bottom barracks are under attack. Your bottom barracks has fallen. No, chicks, I won't
Pay a
tell them
little
that.
attention to your bottom barracks.
Oh no, your bottom barracks. Your top tower has fallen. When are they gonna? Your top barracks are under attack.
That's what I was.
Your middle tower has fallen. Yes, James. Monster kill! Your middle tower is under attack. Godlike! Double kill! Your middle tower never loved you. Your top barracks has fallen. Your top barracks has fallen. The enemy now have mega creeps. The odds are good. When are they? Dire victory!
Don't look at me.
Enough. This ends here. The Republic should have used you better, Jedi. Healing the injured or escorting refugees? Such a waste.
You forced the Republic off Balmora once. It won't happen again.
The Jedi does not appreciate my offer of mercy. The Empire controls Balmora. The greatest weapons in the galaxy are now in the hands of its strongest power. If the Republic insists on fighting those odds, Balmora will suffer for it.
With the Empire gone, Balmora will thrive.
As if we would leave it to you before destroying it.
One satellite defense system, courtesy of me. How's that for the rookie, Hawkeyes? Guys, tell me the other Hawkeyes are just ignoring me.
Stay focused. We'll find the Hawkeyes later.
Looks like the hack worked perfectly. I can get one command in before the system locks up. Just say the word and I'll... No. This can't be. The Hawkeyes are being executed. Admiral Razier's orders.
Stay calm. Where would the Admiral do this?
I can use the satellite system to locate their position. These orders are less than an hour old. If you hurry...
Sarkis, assault's already begun. There's an Imperial command compound. Can't locate. Destroy our defenses. Use the satellite system to find command. Shut down dispatch console. Mating out.
I'm really torn up about a bunch of stuff being destroyed. But we're talking life or death here. We've only got one command. We have to use it to find the Hawkeyes.
Do it. I won't let innocent people die.
The Hawkeyes are being held in the Okara droid factory. We're lucky. That's not too far away. I brought down their biggest defenses with the turbo lasers, but there's still a lot of Imperials inside.
If the Hawkeyes are still alive, I'll save them.
I can't thank you enough. Now hurry. report your ailments. You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
You saved us. I didn't think anyone knew we were here. The Imperials were gonna use us for target practice. We owe you one.
Get yourselves somewhere safe.
We're gonna run until there's no more Imperial flags. Thank you again.
Welcome back. The satellite system's down and the battle's over. I've been in some intense ops before, but that... let's just say Bugtown never looked so good. We're holding the Empire back by the skin of our teeth. Freeing captive civilians wouldn't have been my choice.
I made the only choice I could as a Jedi.
But what's right isn't always what's best. Either way, we'd likely be standing in a bombed-out mess if it wasn't for you. You've got my thanks.
There's a lot of Balmorra left. What's your next move?
Get into more populated areas. Start contacting the locals. Our next major offensive is Imperial headquarters in the city of Sobrik. There's a sizable Balmoran resistance set up nearby. Beck Tauret, the resistance leader, requested our aid, but the satellite system kept us from answering. I'd like to send you.
Anyone fighting the Empire can consider me an ally.
Beck's a bit of a patriot. He'll like your attitude. I'll let Beck know you're heading in that direction. He'll be waiting. I've got to get back to troop deployment. I'm certain we'll cross paths again.
See anything you like, give me a wink. Bring your creds back anytime.
Let's go. You're fine.
Reminder, mechanized travel is for official business only.
You're fine. You're fine.
Then if we can hit the power... Looks like you've got your reinforcements.
Master Jedi, I'm honored you're willing to take up our cause. I'm Bek-Talrot, and this is Colonel Marek. We welcome anyone who's willing to fight for a free Balmorra. I requested backup because we've set our sights on the city of Sobrik. It's currently Imperial headquarters.
What happened to Sobrik's citizens?
The Empire destroyed everything Balmorran and covered the city with their blasted red banners. Colonel Marek is the most decorated officer in the Balmorran militia, and our man inside the Empire.
Our best bet into Sobrik is an aerial assault, landing in the spaceport and surprising them.
Our transport's an old Republic model. She can carry enough men to challenge the Empire.
But the spaceport shield disables any non-Imperial craft, and all the false promises in the galaxy won't deactivate it.
Balmorra is not a safe place to fly.
When you're welcome, it's safe enough. When you're not, well, you can see why everyone's fighting over it.
We've gotten our hands on the Troida Disruptor, a prototype weapon that could break through Sobrik's shield.
The Empire has fail-safes in place, and the Troida Disruptor will only work for a few minutes. Luckily, that's all we need.
But activating it requires enough power to launch a Star Destroyer, and we don't have it.
The only thing that's got that kind of juice is Sobrik's power grid, the largest set of generators on Balmorra.
You've seen one generator, you've seen them all, right?
Now, the Empire, anticipating an attack, has positioned fully armed garrisons at each generator.
If you can get past them and siphon power from the generators, we can activate the Troida Disruptor and break through Sobrik's shield.
Ready your men. I'll have that power when you need it.
I'll monitor the power grid from here and contact you when everything's in place. Good luck.
This place used to crank out top-of-the-line weapons before. Fine. Call if you need me.
control of Sobrik's power grid, diverting power to the Troida disruptor. That's it. Transferring you to Bek-Talrot. Sobrik's shield will only be down for a few minutes, so make it quick.
The Troida disruptor is activated. Sobrik's spaceport shield is breaking down. I can't thank you enough.
You can thank me later. Let's get Sobrik back.
You'll be the hero of Balmora when we win Sobrik. I promise you.
I'm impressed. Those garrisons were tough, and I should know. I was forced to design them. Bek's got good men, but they're not fighters like you and me. They'll need your help to retake the city. Enter Sobrik through the main gates. Fight through the Empire and make your way to the spaceport from there.
The Resistance looks up to you. Keep them going till I get there.
I won't lose, Sobrik. Not this time. See you inside.
You've lost, Beck. Your men are dead and your ship's in flames.
What? How could you do this to us?
Here come your reinforcements. Ask them if you don't believe me.
You're standing with the Empire, Colonel.
Balmora will too, before long. Please, don't make this hard. Surrender or die. Those are your options.
You will answer for the Resistance members you killed.
You're giving me too much credit. That's Imperial marksmanship. When the Empire came, the Republic fought, lost, and left. Balmora needs order, stability, and power to survive. Our future is with the Empire.
Balmora will be free, and you'll be remembered as a traitor.
Balmora will thank me when this is over. Hear that, Beck? Your backups refuse to surrender. Don't make the same mistake.
Hello? Please tell me someone won that firefight.
The Imperials are dead. The spaceport's secure.
I just hope their dead equals ours. Colonel Merrick was respected and revered all over Balmora. If word of this gets out, we'll lose face, and that means losing support and manpower.
You coward! Weak and spineless, just like the Republic!
The Colonel was once a hero. Let him die like one. Kill him, and put him in with the others. I'll say he fell in combat.
Killing the Colonel won't bring your men back. He lives.
I thank you for that. Maybe you can pass some of that spine over to Balmora.
Despite the Colonel's best efforts, you've won us the spaceport. Sobrik will be a battlefield for a few days, but we'll get it under control. Meet me back at the Troida workshop. I'll be waiting.
Stand by for examination and suggested product. You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
It's over. Sobrik is free. I didn't think I'd live to see it. Of course, all the talk is about a Balmoran hero turned Imperial. We look like idiots. There'll be desertions. Colonel Merrick's rotting away in a secure storage room. Once the Empire's gone, he'll get a proper jail cell.
A lot of Balmorans died today. Colonel Merrick would have been one too many.
I can't really fault you for doing what you thought was right. Winning Sobrik didn't go exactly as planned. But with the city free, people will know it's only a matter of time before they're free too. Commander Maydeen wants to speak with you. We've got him waiting on ComCall.
Did the commander say what it was about?
He didn't say, and I didn't pry. Balmora will never forget what you did for us. Thank you again.
Commander Maydeen, I was told you wanted to speak with me.
Sobrik is free, and we have you to thank. A battalion should be in the city soon, though it'll be a long slog. You've proven your commitment to Balmora and the Republic. I've been authorized to ask for your help with a top-secret mission.
We've already invaded Imperial territory and liberated Sobrik. What's left?
The Republic didn't even know this objective existed until the Empire forced us off-world. The Balmorans hid it well. Let me introduce Dr. Karsiri, a scientist at the Balmoran Arms Factory. Lead scientist now, actually. Not that that matters. I don't lead armies or free cities like you. Dr. Karsiri is braver than he admits. He's working on the whole reason the Empire's fighting for Balmora. The Barrager planetary defense system.
What's so special about this weapon?
The Barrager can destroy an entire orbiting fleet without launching a single ship. The host planet becomes an impenetrable fortress. We can't do anything to the Barrager unless we can control it. For that, we need someone who knows the weapon inside and out. The weapons designers are Dr. Meln and Dr. Ortis. They refused to work for the Empire and were imprisoned in the Gorinth Brig.
Are you certain they're alive?
The Gorinth Brig holds people who are inconvenient, not damned. Dr. Meln and Dr. Ortis are the only people who can get us the Barrager. They must get out of the Gorinth Brig safely. My scout West Durga is on the Gorinth Plateau. Speak with him. He'll know how to get inside and free the doctors.
Be careful, Dr. Karsiri, or you might be next.
Don't worry. Being a real-life traitor is making me extra cautious. Keep me updated, Commander. I'll do what I can to keep the Empire busy here. Good luck.